What's up, guys? So this video is going to be kind of short. Really just to, let me put that back in view. Really just to show you guys the babies, back them up just a little bit. Just built this tortoise table yesterday just to kind of get them up off the ground so I don't have to bend down too much. It's pretty cool. It's basic, nothing too much. I'm going to probably put down paper towels, maybe newspaper. I'm not sure yet. They're not showing no problems walking on it, so I might just keep it just like this and just spot clean. However, when starting with these little guys, you don't want to do nothing smaller than a 20-gallon. And then they will grow to be pretty big. I got Nova down here. Sorry, I got Nova down here on the floor, and I'd pick him up and show you guys, but he's a little too big for all that right now. You're gonna want to progress, over time, keeping them in your backyard. Here in Florida, it's awesome. You don't have to really worry about nothing too much. Obviously, you're gonna have to build an enclosure or a really good fenced-in yard. They're going to require that at very minimum. Temperatures, you want them about 70 to 88 with a hot spot of about 103-ish. You can fluctuate that just a little bit. Here in Florida, you really don't need to worry about a hot spot when outdoors in the summertime. The winter time is a completely different aspect. They're going to eat different grasses, leaves, hibiscus. They'll eat the whole hibiscus plant. They love pumpkin. I got some pumpkin right here for them. They also like to eat different commercial feeds. They eat squash. That's what this is here, summer squash. But they like to eat some commercial feeds. Right now I got in here is it's an iguana, juvenile iguana food, and they love it. You're going to want UVB on them, obviously, so they can process the calcium and process their metabolism. They can get, up to 200 pounds, so you definitely want to know what it is exactly that you're getting your hands on. And, oh, sorry guys. The humidity, you want it about anywhere between 45 to 90%. Some people say 100%. I never do. I keep it really closer to 80, 85. And I haven't had no bad luck with that. Now you're going to want to mist them every so often. Some of them can grow rapidly, some of them can grow slower, such as these two don't look too much different, but this one's pretty big in comparison, and even this one here, if we put these side by side, see what I'm saying? They don't have no trouble walking on the wood that I got down here. But the size comparison of these two, this one's smaller, this one here is the smallest, but they're all from the same clutch, brothers, sisters, whatever they are. Dealing with these guys, it's really tricky. Now, I could be mistaken, but I believe here in Florida we have a law. It might be a federal law, but you're not supposed to sell turtles, tortoises, anything under a 4-inch measurement. Now, obviously, these are under 4 inches. And had I have known that before I picked them up, I would have looked into it more. If you guys remember, I had started off with 10 babies. And over the time from then to now, over the course about 4 months or so, I have lost 6 babies. And that's not due to any proper care, nothing. It's just, sometimes dealing with reptiles, not all of them are supposed to make it, but with human interaction, we give them a higher percentage of making it, surviving into adulthood, that is. This is my first sulcata. This is slowpoke. I'm not sure if it's going to pick it up. Focus. Okay, it's really not going to focus. I don't understand why. Boom, there we go. So this is slowpoke. And when I bought, I'm going to call this a her. She's showing signs of being female, but it's still possible that it can become a male. It's hard to tell at this size. But I got her at Repticon last March, I believe. It might have been the one right before that out in Tampa. She was a little bit bigger than this guy here. Just a little bit. But that's how much she has grown in that time. Which is kind of slow, but it's okay. It takes them a while. You see, when you're dealing with produce, they don't eat it right away. You got to take it out. Like right now, after this video, I'm going to take this out. It's attracting flies. It's right here by the front door, so every time someone walks in or out, boom, flies come in. So I got to take care of this, get this squash out of here and whatnot. It's all soggy and stuff now. They're full. They're not hungry no more. I'm going to give them some more food, more pellets and stuff, because they will graze daily. Or not daily. They will graze all day. But as you can see, they're walking around totally fine on this wood, which is really cool to see. I don't have to worry about putting down anything if I didn't want to. I still probably am, just to make cleaning a little bit easier. However, that's pretty much that, guys. If you're going to do these in a tank, again, a 20-gallon. Now, some people say that you need loose substrate. Well, you don't. You do not need loose substrate. Yes, they will dig, they will scratch, like this big girl here. I put her in Eco Earth, whatever you want to call it, and it's just coconut fibers ground down, coconut husk ground down, and whatnot. You run the risk of impactation, but with the Eco Earth, the chances of it are little to none. It's nothing to worry about. The reason why this thing keeps shaking is because the dog keeps hitting onto it. I apologize. But, yeah, she'll dig around in it, whatnot, and that's cool. The babies, they don't really dig. They just walk on top, just graze around. The reason why I don't like my babies in it is because I don't want to take the chance of them just eating the substrate. I do not want to give them any chance of impactation. So I got a UVB on them. I got their heat light on them, hot light, whatever you guys want to call it. The whole 9 yards. You will, again, want to spray them down every few days. I like to use a little mister, and I'll spray it over here next to their water bowl, because that simulates rain, and then they'll go to where it's puddling up and drink. You don't want to use, I don't know if you guys can really see how well that is. You don't want to use much deeper of a bowl than this here. You want them to be able to stand completely up without being, without their plastron touching the water, which they can obviously do. The reason for that is, and you want that something obviously shallow enough so they can climb into it. The reason for that is you don't want them to drown. They don't swim, so it's not, it's not something that you really want to worry about. something this big, you know, it could have more water than this, but she's totally fine with just that. Now the big one, Nova, that's a completely different story. He's 2 foot. His Capri is 2 feet long, and he's definitely going to need something more than this to drink out of. Probably something like this, a big bowl. Now, you might want to dig it into the ground if you got an outdoor enclosure, whatever. That way he doesn't tip it over, because they are known to do such. They're very destructive as they're older, and that's the big problem. They're really cute right here. Oh my god, I want a sulcata. Oh my god, oh my god. And then they get bigger than one person can carry, you know, and you got to use dollies to move them. And if they're doing something that you don't want them to do, it's going to be kind of hard to tell them to do it. But that's that. I'll try to make this quick. If you guys have any other questions about these guys, or any other animals that I have shown, or even the animals that I have not shown off, make sure you guys leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, and give me your feedback. All my social media accounts are linked in the about on my channel, so go check them out. My last upload is going to be right there. YouTube thinks that this video right here is best for you. And make sure you hit that little icon right there, and that's going to subscribe you to my channel. Alright guys, take care.